Pitchfork Preview with Aaron Maloney. Diving deep with Sun Devil football, exclusively on ArizonaSports.com.
The 4-0 Sun Devils head to Los Angeles this weekend to take on the USC Trojans for a Saturday night matchup at the LA Memorial Coliseum. Kickoff slated for 5:30 with pregame coverage starting at 3:30. You can catch all of the action on ESPN Phoenix 6:20 a.m. The Trojans have had a disappointing season so far due to what some may consider the most difficult schedule in college football this season, as they come into Saturday's matchup 1-3 after losing 31-27 on a last-minute touchdown against Utah last week. But despite what USC's unimpressive record may say, they have had the #1 recruiting class in the Pac-12 for the past 3 seasons. And head coach Todd Graham thinks they may be the best opponent the Devils will face this year.
They played Stanford, and that was fairly close, and then Utah was a really close game, and they're as talented as any team will play. I mean, this is probably the most talented team physically, speed-wise, that we're going to play against, and their record is not indicative of what type of team they are.
USC's roster is full of athletic playmakers, and here are 3 names that will no doubt turn heads on Saturday night. Number 1, wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster. The former 5-star recruit has become one of the most dominant receivers in the country, as he has racked up over 2,300 yards and 17 touchdowns in his career at SC so far, including a season-high 8 passes for nearly 100 yards last week against Utah. Number 2, quarterback Sam Darnold. Although he wasn't chosen as the starter, he sure looked impressive in his first start last week against Utah, as he completed 18 of 26 passes for 253 yards while adding over 40 yards on the ground. Number 3, USC's Mr. Everything, Adoree Jackson. The 5'11", 185-pound defensive back is arguably the best athlete in the country, as he can excel in all 3 phases of the game, including last weekend where he had a 100-yard kick return touchdown against Utah. So far this season, Jackson has had 2 punt returns for an average of 51 yards and is ranked 5th nationally in averaging over 30 yards per kickoff return. On Saturday night, the Devils return to the LA Memorial Coliseum, and just in case you don't remember the crazy ending last time, does Jail Mary ring a bell?
Berkovici sets, loads up, heaving one deep, and it is caught!
Although USC leads the all-time series against ASU 20-12, the Sun Devils go into Saturday's matchup at the LA Memorial Coliseum with nothing but 5-0 on their mind. For Pitchfork Preview, I'm Aaron Maloney on ArizonaSports.com.